Hello students, in this video you are going to learn about a new topic which is based on subject and verb. Okay, so in the previous videos we have learned about what is subject and what is predicate and also about a lot of things about the verb. Am I right? So let me give you the short recap on subject and also about the verb. Okay, so what is subject? What is subject? Yes, the subject will comes at the beginning of the sentence and it talk about the main person in a sentence. So the sentence is about that person only. So that person or thing or animal name refers to the subject only. Okay. I repeat again. Subject is the main person in which the sentence is talking about. Okay. So it always comes at the beginning of the sentence only. And what about verb? What are verbs? Yes, verbs are the action words. Am I right? Verbs are action words like eat, play, read, write, sing, sleep. All those are the verbs only. Okay. So what do you mean by the word agreement? Agreement. Agreement means what? Agreeing. What is the meaning of agreeing? Yes, it means that right? You are agreeing means you are okay with that thing. So what is that thing? That only we are going to see what is about the subject and verb. Subject verb agreement. What is the agreement between the subject and verb? So the topic here we are going to see is subject verb agreement. So here we are going to learn about what is the agreement between the subject and verb. So that the agreement between the subject and verb is to win the match in the same number. I am just giving you example that they wanted to win the match with the same number only. For example, if the subject hits 6, the verb also going to hit 6 only. If the subject hits 4, the verb also going to hit 4 only. So that will be an equal match only. So why am I giving you this example? You will know now you will come to know about this, because in a sentence if the subject is in singular means the verb also comes in singular number. So there will be equal number only in a sentence of subject and also verb. Suppose if the subject comes in plural means the verb also comes in plural only. The verbs come in plural only. So here if the subject gets 1 point, 1%, the verb also comes with only one verb. If the subject comes with 2%, 2 point, the verb also comes with the two verbs, that is which refer to the 2 persons. Okay, because we know about the formation of verb to the subject, how the verbs are used to the plural subject and singular subject. Am I right? If a subject comes with the singular means for the third person singular or noun we need to add yes to the verb. Am I right? Suppose if the subject comes with the plural persons mean the verb will come as it is. Like we don't need to add any yes to the verb only. Am I right? So when we are writing this kind of sentences in a paragraph or in a sentence, if you are using the subject singular and also you are writing the verb also in a singular means that is the subject verb agreement. You may notice in a paragraph which is given in your book or any paragraph if you take means if the subject is in singular means they will also use the verb in a which refer to the singular subject. If the subjects are plural means the verb also use the verb which refers to the plural subject only. Are you clear? Let's learn with the example. See here I have written the two examples for each. One example for each agreement. That is first one singular, about the singular subject and singular verb. How this agreement is happening that you are going to learn. See the first example. I am 10 years old. I am 10 years old. எனக்கு வந்து 10 வயசு ஆகுது. That is the meaning. So here look at the subject. Here I is the subject. I means it refers to one person. Am I right? I refers to one person. It means singular. And the verb am is it means it refers to only one person only, because am can be used to the subject I only when we are talking in the present time. So am also refers to only one person only. So here this both are agreeing to show the singular thing only in a sentence. Are you clear, children? So this is what the agreement is happening here. Here the subject is singular, the verb also in singular. They are agreeing each other to come in the singular form only in a sentence. Now look at the second sentence. My friends are 10 years old. My friends are 10 years old. என்னுடைய நண்பர்கள் எல்லாருக்குமே 10 வயசு ஆகுது. Okay, அதுதான் meaning. So here look at the subject. The subject here is the plural and the verb are. It is also in plural only. So here both the subject and the verb are agreeing each other to come in a plural form. So if the subject comes in plural, the verb also should comes in plural only. This is what the agreement is happening. This is what the agreement between the subject and verb. So whenever if you are writing a sentence means you need to follow this rule only. That is, if the subject is in singular means you need to use the singular verb to show the singular subject, and if the subject is plural, it is in plural means you need to show the plural verb. Okay, you need to show the verb to the plural subject only. I hope you are clear between. I hope you are clear about what is the subject verb agreement. What is that agreement? Okay. Now let's learn what are the verbs can be used based upon this agreement. So in class 4, you are going to learn about only this be form verb and have form verb. Which family verb? Yes, this two auxiliary verb, that is be form verb and have form verb. Now I am going to tell you how to use this be form verb. I know you know already, right? I know you know this be form verb and have form verbs usage already, but again I am going to tell you how to use these verbs in a sentence. See, the be form verbs are 5 verbs. They are am, is, are, was, were. I repeat, am, is, are, was, were. Here am, is, are the present. Am, is, are the present time verb, and was, were are the past time verb. Okay, so keep in your mind, if the sentence is talking about the present time action, present time event, you need to use these verbs. If the sentence is talking about the past time event means you need to use the past time verb only. Okay, so let me tell you where to use this am, is, are. Am can be used to the subject I only. If it is talking about the present time event. Is can be used to any singular subject. I can write this singular. Okay, is can be used to the singular subject. And what about are? Are can be used to the plural subject. Are you clear, children? In the present time, you need to use to the subject I only am, and to any singular subject you can use is, and to any plural subject you can use are. Okay, singular means to talking about only one person or one thing or one animal. Plural means you are talking about many people, 2 people or 3 people, 2 or more people. Okay, where there you can use this be form verb are. And what about was? Was can be used to the singular subject. Was can be used to the any singular subject including I, and where can be used to the plural subject, to any plural subject. Okay, so I hope you are clear with be form verb. Let's go for the have form verbs. Okay, in here the have family verbs are 3 verbs. They are has, have, had. I repeat, has, have, had are the have family verb, have form verb, in which has and have are the present time verb, and only the had is the past time verb. Okay, and has can be used to the singular subject, to any singular subject except I, and to about the have verb can be used to any plural subject. So I am going to write only plural, any plural subject including I. So here you need to keep it in mind that in the present time I need to use only the have only, not have. Except I, all other singular subject can use has in the present time even. But for this had can be used to any subject, whether it is in singular or plural. In the past time event, whenever you are using have family verb, to talk about the past time event, you need to use the had only to any subject, whether it is I or you or any singular subject, you need to use had only for this past time event sentence only. Okay. So I hope you are clear with this topic, children. So what was the agreement happening between the subject and verb? Yes, they are. If the subject comes in singular, means the verb also come in singular. And if the subject is in plural, means the verb also come in plural only. So this is what the agreement between the subject and verb. So whenever you are writing a sentence or if you are telling a sentence, means if you are using singular subject, you need to use singular verb only. If you are using the plural subject, you need to use plural verb only. And here I have given you the usage of be form verbs and also have form verbs. So I will meet you in the next video by doing the exercise based on subject verb agreement. Thank you.